Hi guys, so it's October something anyhow, probably the middle of the month anyhow. But I just wanted to share this, like all where these leaves fall and stuff, and they like generally centrally fall under the trees right now. I go and collect them, and because you can see here they haven't quite fallen yet, and they're kind of sparse, so no point raking that up yet, right? And as well, some of those leaves might disintegrate, but there's going to be a whole pile of these puppies coming off. So what I do is, because our ground was very like clay-like, right? And here I'll give you a shot of it while I'm talking about it, I guess. Um, you can see, you can kind of see some of the clay looking like colors there, right? It's not so like healthy and brown and dark and stuff like that. But needless to say, I'm gonna like that's all been changing too. Like I worked some of the soil over there where the dog is and stuff, and so that's pretty good. And basically, like, I'm not gonna use this whole area for gardening next year, but I'm going to use some of it. And like what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this up with leaves, and then I'm going to take some more dirt, and I'm just going to keep moving it around and stuff. And next year, like you can see here, like this ground is getting rich, right? See, this is more kind of what you want, right? It could still be worked more, obviously, right? But that's that's a little more healthy looking. And doing all this too is overturning the worms. And like I wish I could catch it on camera, but like sometimes there's like 20 or 30 doves in the garden, and we get blue jays floating around, and all kinds of like critters and creatures, right? So the first year was really abundant, but then obviously, like the ground, you start depleting the minerals out of it when you're gardening and stuff. And so this is like a natural fertilizing agent. I would like to talk about these though. These are berry bushes, and we get these beautiful looking tasty things off. But the only real thing with these is now the hornets and the wasps are really coming after this. And like my dog used to eat these, but we didn't have like this many going on, right? So needless to say, the hornets and stuff are coming after these. And then too, if they're starting to come after these for a food supply, well, then they're going to probably start setting up nests somewhere, right? So this is something to keep in mind apparently with berries, because you don't want to be picking them during the day neither, right? um, so effectively, I just wanted to share that with you. So some of them might have to get stripped out. For some reason, they don't go after the blackberries like they do these colors, right? And because these things are tasty as all ghetto, right? And actually, like these things were like about like this tall, and like from last year, this is like kind of what we have, right? And same with that thing. That was just a little thing, and well, now it's like, I don't know, it's like 100 square feet, for God's sakes, right? That was all in a year. So needless to say, I just wanted to share that. So you can see here too, like kind of like when I'm turning up this dirt, I kind of throw it up in the air, and that way there, when it lands, it kind of busts up, right? And I'll bust up all this. And here's the stone pile I've been digging out. And I don't go too hard, because you got to watch out you're not like screwing up your elbows and stuff like that, because yeah, you got to be careful. So do things in small amounts if you can. And like here again, like all these leaves and all this dirt, like you can see here how on this side it's more richer, right? It's not that there's some clay-like properties here. I'll show it to you. You can see this sheen here. So that's what I mean by the clay. But you bust it up and you compost it enough, and you pull out your rocks and whatever, right? And try not to throw weeds. There are some weeds just because where I was digging up you can see them. But like my experience from weeds on top and stuff, they'll die, and they'll turn into a total pile of basically soil like this, right? So I was showing you guys, and you can see here how this is, it's pretty moist and rich, right? And this was just a pile of like dead, like all weeds, right? And then there's these weird looking prickly porcupiney looking things, I'm not sure, but anyhow, so I just wanted to share that. So like, it's it's a lot of work and stuff. And then we have these fiery looking things, which I believe they're berry looking bushes. They're not this color during the normal season, but then there's these little, I don't know if they're called little, not quite cherry tomatoes. There's a word for them, and they pop off these little bulbs about yay round, and they're like little teardrop bulbs, and they'll really start taking over your garden. And they're edible, and you pop them and you eat the seeds, right? And they're fairly sweet and tasty, but they'll start taking over your yard. So I just wanted to share that with you people. So this here I'll fill with leaves, and then I'll mix all that stuff in. That's kind of what I'm doing over here. Same thing, and too, like, it helped because, like, the neighbor there, they had some excess dirt that they didn't want and stuff. And then yesterday they're like, oh, is this little one wants some ham and turkey, and I already pre-cut it, and oh my goodness, oh, that's an award-winning looking face, eh? Oh my, sweet as they come. Yes, the abuse, eh? Yes. So anyhow, yeah, I'll see if I can catch those bulbs too, because that's what I was talking about. And this was like the other pile last year that, because it was just tomato seeds and everything else, it just started like growing everything, right? We still have our beets in the ground and stuff, which is pretty cool. And so yeah, they're like a fair size, and we have our carrots and stuff. So just buzzing out, nothing too important. But here, I'll see if I can catch these balls. No, I don't think so. Anyhow, yeah, these little balls, they're crazy, and they just get into everything, right? And then they start seeding like a bastard and taking over your yard. So in a way, they're food, but they become rather evasive, right? Same with this stuff. It's not plantain. It's got another name, and it's actually a really healthy plant. But these will take over your yard like wildfire too, right? So there's so many things you got to watch out for, and you need the time to do it. And, same like here, same with the carrots and stuff. So I'll have to get to these soon. My dog loves these. We got some good sized ones. It's mid-October, so we're gonna probably wait for like the first snowfall to pick these, and same with the beets and stuff. They'll be very sweet that way. These were some watermelons that had grown, and well, would you look at that? Oh no, it's got a bite taken out and it's starting to rot. So that's that. We'll throw that in that pile, and that's that. And had a wild turkey in this bush there one day eating the berries or something. Well, it jumped out. Did it ever scare the living friggin' shit out of me and the dog? And even the dog, when she saw the size of this bird, she was like, I am not chasing that or tackling it, right? So she's not stupid in those regards. So yeah, just basically a quick Gardini shot, and then I'll start filling all that trench up and all those trenches over there. And I think to end the day, we're gonna get a shot of the pooch. Hey, that face, hey? Oh, that's priceless, hey? Such a good girl. Who's my girl? Who's my buddy? Hey? Oh, just loves hers. Hey, hers is that piece. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be. Anyhow, love y'all. Respect out to all. Keep your heads up, your sticks on the ice, and namaste. Cheers. Peace. Bye. Hey, who's a cutie? Oh my goodness.